Hey everybody, welcome back to my Perfection in 2 Years Stardew Valley series. And just like that, year 1 is over and I'm halfway through my run. The goals for this season include getting a wedding ring, catching the legend, and getting to Ginger Island. Fingers crossed on that one. So here we are at week 1, spring year 2. I wake up and Kent is at my door. Yes, nice to meet you. Spring has sprung again, and what a disaster the start is. I used my scythe to swipe away all the dead plants from winter, a plan that actually worked out wonderfully to reveal perfectly hoed and watered earth. But you'll see what happens. So I went over to Pierre's, bought 1200 speed grow and the rest of the plants that I need for spring, and I needed to get all of them in the ground and with fertilizer in order to have enough plants that I can turn into wine to make the money that I need. And then I realized that I wasn't going to make it. There was no way I was going to get 1200 seeds done by the end of the day. Turns out, when you have 1200 fertilizers and 1200 seeds to plant in one day, you don't have time for anything else. Like nothing else. So let's try that again. Okay, we wake up, we meet Kent again, and this time I am not going to do anything else other than working on my crops. So I'm going to get all that scythed, and I am also drinking coffee during the day, and that'll help me work a lot faster, and hopefully we'll be able to get it all done in time. Then I pop over to Pierre's and once again buy my 1200 deluxe speed grow, all the plants that I need for spring, head back to the farm, drink more coffee, and get it all planted. So all the fertilizer first, hopefully not missing a spot, but I guess we'll see. And then all of the rhubarb in as well. Drinking coffee as I go. And then here it is at 2, and I pass out, and I only missed about, looks like 13. And I get the theater overnight, which I don't need to complete to do the True Perfection run, but I'm still gathering the resources just in case I want to. Alright, the next morning it is raining, which makes it easy to finish planting everything. So I went ahead and put all my spring seeds in, and I have some iridium sprinklers down below that I'm using to also put in some spring seeds and foraging seeds. Go check on the greenhouse and make sure we have pumpkin juice going at all times, or as much as possible. And that was the last of the pumpkins. I'm going to drink some coffee so I can walk faster, head over to the workboard and accept the quest, and then I head into the mines. And I am monster farming, and that is why I'm just going back and forth between levels quickly like that. Didn't quite make it home, but look at that nice haul. 100,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not nearly what we need, but we'll get there. Linus found me passed out and dragged my body home. That was really nice of him. So I just do my daily chores, check on the animals, do stuff in the greenhouse, make sure the ancient fruit's going. Check on the barn animals as well. Water those plants below that don't have a sprinkler yet, which will soon, hopefully. And then we're heading over to the desert. And I go to Sandy and give her a gift, and then buy 1200 rhubarb seeds again, just to make sure that I have them for the next harvest. And then it's into the skull cavern. And wow, where's the ladder on that level? This is good. We want the dino level because I have to kill a lot of those pepper rexes. And these levels are pretty rare. Really satisfying to watch me kill those slimes. Here I'm grouping the mummies together so that when I bomb them, they're all in one spot. Strawberry is wondering where you've been. I've been fighting for my life, Strawberry. And here I am putting a bunch of townsfolk loved gifts in my inventory so that tomorrow I can just ride around and hand out those gifts. Because we really need to work on the friendship now. It's very important at this point that it is in full swing to get 100% friendship. I have some iridium bars done, and I'm just going to do some chores around the farm. Oh, I remembered Kent's birthday. Here's an egg. Enjoy your egg for your birthday. That is what the friendship looks like. And I'm just going to go around and give out love gifts to everybody that I can. Etc. All the gifts to all the town. And here I am just making sure I've got gifts again for the next day. My strategy was around the time of fall, winter of year 1, whenever there was a birthday, I gave them their loved gift on their birthday and then continued to give that person gifts. So now I'm gifting as many people as possible, but I'm always making sure that I'm getting them on their birthday because you get a lot more hearts, like friendship points, for giving a loved gold gift on someone's birthday. Alright, with some time left over, I just head over to Marlin to look at the monster eradication goals. Things are looking pretty good. Got a lot of work ahead of me, but that's okay. I'm not terribly worried about it. And then to the mines. Once again, this is monster hunting, so I am just looking for slimes and flashing back and forth between levels to see slimes pop up. And then time for bed. On Friday the 5th, I check my mail and then put the jukebox down. And we're gonna do some chores. And then it's time for pumpkin juice, but I don't have anything to put in the keg, so I'm just going to harvest them all. And then when the rhubarb is done, then we'll start making rhubarb wine. After chores are done, I went to the cart lady, because I really need to look for that battery. And oh! I didn't have room for it, but that's the battery. Alright, well that's it then, and I bought a rare seed. I'm also going to need to grow a few of those. I accidentally gave Elliot some bait, but it turns out I've already given him two gifts this week. So that was lucky. Planted the rare seed. And then I'll go down and put the sprinkler in that place that's missing, so I don't have to worry about watering those crops anymore. Here's what the gifting looks like for the week after I've gone around and gifted a bunch of people. Missing a few here and there, but it's hard to catch everybody in one day. And then I went into the mines where I again am looking for slimes. So I just go back and forth between levels, looking to see if there's a bunch there. Good. I really wanted the slime ring before I went and did a bunch more work in the skull cavern. Because it'll just help. It's just easier. Like, why not make it easier if you can? After doing some gifts, I go back to the desert, drink some coffee so I can walk faster, gift Sandy, And again, buy a bunch more rhubarb, and this would be enough. Should be enough for the rest of the whole spring. We go over to Clint, and I'm going to buy some coal and iron and copper. I realized that the kegs weren't coming along as fast as I wanted them to, so I'm going to have to start buying materials. And then I went and I'm fixing up the boat to go to Ginger Island because I actually have everything that I need now to do that. So it will be repaired overnight. Then I go back to Clint and I'm going to process geodes. One of the things I need to do is finish the museum. So I need to find all the minerals and all the artifacts to do that. So we open a bunch of geodes from Clint, sell the ones that I already had, open a bunch more, and do this back and forth, looking for the ones that I'm missing. I'm saving some marble for crafting. Then I go over to the museum and I donate. Look at those rewards. Leave most of them there as per usual. And then I went into the Skull Cavern, do a little bit of mining. And then teleport and go to bed. On the 7th, after watching the TV, of course, for the recipe, the cooking recipe, I'll do my chores and I'll get my inventory ready to drive around, to ride around and gift everybody again. So after handing out gifts, this is what it looks like. I also made some kegs. Alright, so I have 3 sheds full of kegs, but I need 5 minimum. And then I put a bunch of gifting stuff in my inventory for the next day. Here we go into week 2 of spring year 2. So I gotta keep smelting bars so that I can keep making kegs and whatever else I need. Whoopsie, wrong spot. I'm always looking at the dig spots because I definitely still need some artifacts. Go over and pick up the billboard quest, and this time I'm going to take the Gus's omelet. I'll gift Willie, finish a quest with him, and then we're going to Ginger Island for the first time. This is a cute little drive over to the island, and here we are. So I need to go give a walnut to the parrot, and then I can meet Leo. Follow that little fire thingy, and it takes you up to the volcano mines. But I don't really need to do that. I'm just going around hitting all the dig spots to get the walnuts. And before going to bed, this is what my friendship looks like. I did spend a little bit more time in Ginger Island, but we lost a couple hours of footage there. Alright, the next day we got a bunch of oak resin ready to go, and some bars, and it's a rainy day, so I go over to this dude, and I bought the wedding ring. I'm gonna get married! I haven't asked her yet. Also, since it's raining, and I really need the legend, this is the day that I'm gonna try to get the legend. So, here I am fighting for the legend. And I got it! There it is, in my collection. So that's a load off. Don't have to worry about that anymore, and that is the most difficult fish in the game. Well, it's supposed to be. Would you say that the legend is the most difficult fish? I had a pretty hard time with the octopus, actually. I don't know why. Alright, so after a little bit of mining, I was able to make a bunch more kegs and pass out in my shed. And then on Wednesday the 10th, I have some stuff in the mail, and you can see that my rhubarb is ready to go. So I need to spend this day planting my next 1200 rhubarb. So I had just harvested that area where they didn't grow in time, so that and then put speed grow down so that they'll grow the next round. And then I get seeds in all of that. And the field is ready to go again. And now with all that rhubarb that I harvested, I can go plug it into my kegs. So here I am just making a bunch of rhubarb wine. Up and down the rows. All that rhubarb wine. There we go. And then I just go check on the greenhouse. And I'm going to make some more ancient seeds and plant those. And then I decided to head over to Joja, give him a rabbit's foot so I could get the lucky charm. So extra luck for the whole rest of the year, yes please. And then I also went to the missing bundle just to have a look. Although, like, I really kind of already knew. But I was in the area, so I thought I'd stop by. And then I also thought, well, I might as well just pass out in here too. Not gonna make it home anyway. Alright, the next day I wake up and I need to plant some parsnips. They are Pam's favorite, and we can get gold quality parsnips, so that's a really good bet for gifting to Pam. I'm just collecting supplies to go to Ginger Island. As you can see, I've got the slingshot and the panning. The pan for panning. And I wouldn't have that in my inventory if I wasn't going to Ginger Island, so that's how I know that's where I'm headed. So off we go, and it is raining when I get there, and there is a bluebird on the beach, which means the aquamarine goes in the south altar, the bottom altar of that altar puzzle. And I'm going to continue to find walnuts. Oops, mountain got in the way. Try again. There you go. That's really all you need the slingshot for. Alright, so I had brought a couple of chests so I could get things organized. And then I am going to spend some time clearing out the Ginger Island farm. So you can plant crops. It's like a greenhouse. You can plant any crops anytime. You don't have to worry about scarecrows, so I definitely will utilize this space, but I'm not going to plant anything right away because there is an artifact that pops up in the soil, so I want to clear it out and leave it empty until I get the artifact that pops up there. And then I tried to get this guy and I realized that I couldn't do it with the hoe. So then I came back with fences. And then I was able to get him. There we go. And teleport home. Alright, the next morning we have some batteries I see. So I would have been able to unlock Ginger Island now, but It's okay. I didn't know when it would rain and storm to get batteries. I'm glad that I bought the one and unlocked it early anyway. A little earlier. Go back to Traveling Cart Lady and get another rare seed. Then I'm going to haul ass over to Ginger Island. There's the purple amethyst bird, so that one's going to go in the right or west shrine. And I really need to start gifting Leo. It's a late start for making friends with him, so I need to make sure that every week I am giving him 2 loved gifts, preferably gold quality. But definitely making sure to save a gold quality for his birthday. So a little more walnut hunting. And then I decided to use a little bit of the land on the farm to plant some pineapple. Just organizing my bins here. There we go. We're gonna plant. Oh, to plant the 4 crops that the frog needs. That cave frog. The gourmand. That's what he is. So then I unlock the bridge to get into that little like rocky area. The excavation site. And then blow up that boulder so that I can let this dude out who's been living in that cave for who knows how long. But I guess he had mushrooms and water, so it's fine. That's too bad, Professor Stale. That's too bad. But you are free now and you went straight to work. And then I'll go over to do the island survey. The first time I did this, I went around and counted everything, and then I wrote it down so that I would never have to do it again. So I do actually know the answers to everything. Yep, let's go again. Plug in the next one. Alright. And that is it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Bye!